other governments that are not stable or that we fundamentally disagree with. So much so that we're in significant conflict where lives are at risk. We have a tool here that can help provide security to those other countries. So here at home, you can understand it with your pocketbook. You can understand it with the jobs that it creates and what that means for security for Texans and U.S. citizens. But in the big picture, the impact that can mean for people that live in countries that don't have abundant energy sources like we do and have to rely on other countries that are, it's not a good thing for them overall. This is a fantastic resource and I think critical to our global economy and our Texas economy.
We've really seen it go back and forth. You had these initiatives of these green initiatives and the car issues that this administration has pushed. But then on the other hand, you've seen this administration open up more drilling in certain areas of the country. It's at an all-time high. Oil, gas production are all-time high right now. Shouldn't this be something good? Shouldn't we be like, yay, let's push forward. Let's stimulate these economies. Let's get people working. Let's revitalize these jobs and the growth. Shouldn't this be something we, as an administration, they should be all hands in on, right?
100%. And what you're seeing, what any expert will tell you is energy demand. Any expert on any side of the political fence that they're on or however they choose to vote will say that energy demand in the world will continue to climb. And there is nothing in the near future that indicates that oil and gas demand will go down. We'll need more renewable energy. Texas is the second largest wind producing state in the country, yet we're the heart of the oil and gas industry as well. And so to me, that tells just very compelling story that we are going to need more of all energy sources. And what you see in the hydrocarbon business, the oil and gas business across the United States is the global leader in how to do this responsibly, how to continue to explore in a way that is becoming more and more effective in regard to its negative impact on the environment, and mitigating all of that through, very responsible methane emissions that they're putting fantastic technology around. Of course, the CO2 issues with flaring, which, oh, by the way, this is a really important point. If you tell the Texas oil and gas producers that they're going to not be able to export 30% of the product that they were planning to export, they're going to have to flare that. And what does that mean? More CO2. And so, it's irresponsible policy decisions and that are leading to what I would think will actually ultimately have the reverse effect of what they want in regard to the effects on the environment.
So your prediction, 10 to 20 years from now, what does the future of energy look like?
More oil and gas, more renewable energy, hopefully a lot more nuclear. It is the most efficient energy source in the world. And the idea that we can do it in a responsible way, all of those different parts of our energy mix, and make sure that whatever makes the most sense in current environments and countries and political challenges and geographic challenges, wouldn't you want to pick the energy source that will allow your country and your citizens to have the lowest electric bills they can have more money to be able to improve their quality of life. And right now we don't do that. We make political, emotional decisions on what energy sources our citizens are allowed to have. And it's happening right here at home. It's hard to be a global example to the world on how to manage these issues, and yet we aren't getting it right here. And so we've got a long way to go in regard to the policy that can help affect the most responsible form of energy source for our citizens at home and in the globe. But my prediction, and I think most people would agree with me, we're going to need more of everything.
Doctor, you said it best right there, the politics of this issue. This isn't going to lead the evening news. This is because especially since we're in an election year,
Yeah.
Where can people plug in? Where can they find out more information about this ban and what they can do as a citizen, as a community, to work toward a solution that will be satisfactory for the state of Texas and for its residents?
For Texans, I would say the Texoga website, Texas Oil and Gas Association, I think has the most non-biased data source. They have a chief economist there named Dean Foreman that was the chief economist at the American Petroleum Institute in DC. And so he has that perspective of not only what's happening nationally, but now bringing that into Texas with real data, and it's compelling. So even you go to their website and their last 4 or 5 posts, you will have clear facts. You will not have them making any kind of emotional political decision. It will all be based on data and direct numbers economically, what that means for me and my family, if these certain laws are passed or not passed. So I love that site. On a bigger scale, the Department of Energy, what we call our international, our Energy Information Agency, EIA.org, which is a government site, will give you some basic details about in the United States what's happening, how many rigs are being drilled, how many permits didn't get approved, all of those things. So that's always a decent site to get information to, and most companies look at that to get the information they need to make strategic decisions.
Great information today, Professor. Really appreciate you stopping by at such a quick notice, too, because we got this information yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
It's like, we got to talk about this right away. And thank you so much for some great information and really opening our eyes to what the complete picture of this situation is. We real appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks for taking it on and getting the information out to all your viewers and your listeners. We appreciate it, too. It's important.
Once again, Professor Ann Bluntzer, Executive Director of the Ralph Lowe Energy Institute at Texas Christian University. We'll get those links up on our website so you can dial in and tune in and find out what's the scoop on this latest proposed ban put into place by the Biden administration that's going to hurt liquid natural gas. Great information, great reading. Professor, thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you both, Rhonda and David. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Be careful. Like I said, we've gotten mixed messages from the administration. I know they really, when they first came out or got elected, they were pushing this green initiative. They wanted the car manufacturers to go all electric by a certain day. I don't know. I don't know. Electric cars are great. I think it's something we needed, but shouldn't I have that choice? I mean,
in this country, yes.
I thought so.
That's what we're founded on, right?
There might come a time, probably not my lifetime, that we will stop using fossil fuels. But I don't think yet. It's just as harmful to the environment and costs just as much money to build one of those batteries for an electric car as it is to pump gas. And it's just that is always just kind of confused me about that. It's like, you want us to do this, but to force people to do it, that's the main problem.
Well, and I do appreciate websites like she mentioned that just have the facts.
The facts.
And it's not emotional.
Or politicized.
Or political.
Because it is an election year, so everybody's got a spin on it. So get those facts. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more chat right here on Newsday Amarillo and News Channel 10-2.